Right now we have a little introduction of the new Joker that's coming to us from our partners at HORSCH. We've had a long-standing relationship with Butler over the years at HORSCH, and we're pretty excited about the new product and the launch of the new RX Joker here, and hopefully will be a successful product for us in the future. So with that, I'll turn it over to Jeremy, and he'll go through a little bit of the product itself.
Thank you very much, Mark, for the introduction. We'd like to welcome everyone here to the Butler booth. It's a very exciting morning here for us at Big Iron 2020. Even though we've had quite the year this year, being all the jokes aside, that we've had the issues of 2020, we're also very blessed to be in the business of agriculture. We're also very blessed to be able to be out there producing food for the world and continuing that innovation in different market areas. Joker for us is a very, very special product in our product line. We got our start here in North America back in 2001, primarily building heavy air seeders, which you may see a lot of here in the western part of North Dakota. A lot of 800 Challengers that were on those machines and still are out there with our relationship here with Butler, our partnership with Butler. And as we got evolving with our products in the air seeder realm, back in 2008, we took a gamble on introducing a new product here in North America called Joker. It was quite unique, quite odd, I guess you could say, as far as what customers here had been accustomed to. And it was also during a time when we were pretty much in the infancy of vertical tillage as we know it as well. So Joker came on board, like I say, in 2008, and since then it's evolved in several different formats into heavy-duty versions. The RT as we know it, which we'll be showing, the Generation 4, they'll be coming up from RT, which will be RX here in just a moment, but has gone already through 3 generations of evolution and now to the 4th generation of evolution that we call Joker RX. And with our long-standing history of being the pioneer when it comes to compact discs here in North America, I mean now pushing almost 13 years that we've been into the market, we really wanted to ask ourselves, what can we do to make Joker better? What can we do to go out there and enhance a great product that we've already got, that we've led a benchmark with, that we've led an industry with? What can we do to make this product better? And at the end of the day, when we started looking at the Generation 4 here several years ago, we set 2 very high-level standards that we wanted to achieve with the next generation Joker RT. Number 1, we wanted to build a more agile machine. What could we do with the Joker RT platform to get it into more conditions, to get it into more areas, to get it into different markets, and also be able to use it for different applications? And second off, in creating that agility with the machine, we wanted to preserve the working integrity and the working quality that we have had with the Joker RT since its conception. Today, when you compare this machine to other compact discs that are in the marketplace, when it comes to the working horizon, when it comes to the soil tilth, and it comes to soil preparation that is achieved by Joker RT, there's none other that can compete with that quality of output and that quality of soil working that we do with this product. So with those 2 main topics, again, creating a more agile platform, and then also maintaining the superior working quality that we have in comparison out in the marketplace, we're starting to go to work on quite a few different designs on changing things on Joker, looking at different options for packing systems, and also looking at overall tillage markets when it comes to shallow tillage, and that working depth down to about 4 to 5 inches, and what we can improve and what we can make more accessible for the customers and creating that agile platform. So if you guys want to come up close, we'll pull the cover off of Joker RT and we'll start breaking down this machine. And if anybody needs a hay tarp afterwards, this is up for grabs. So the Joker RX, whenever you look at it from probably 50 feet away, will look a little bit similar to what we had originally before in the Joker RT, but when you come up close, you'll notice that quite a bit has actually changed on the machine. First off, as we move into the production year here in November, when the first units come off the line, this is actually one of our prototype units that we had in the field here this spring. You'll notice some differences back here on the finishing systems in the back. So this particular unit, we show the new Ring Flex finishing system that we use. And with the Ring Flex, this is an actual evolution of the Roll Flex finishing system that we've used for years. coming into a new generation finishing system. So again, when we talked about the working quality of the machine, that working action that the roll flex actually did, the soil conditioning that it does, we wanted to achieve that through the new ring flex. When you look back here in the back, these are actually 2 half moons that are bolted to a square tube, so there's been quite a bit of a change there. And when we talk about the agility of the machine, whenever we get into those springs, especially, or even falls, where we just need to go out and kind of crack things open a little bit, maybe we're going to do another seat bed preparation pass, we can come in and pull out every other one of these rings. That gives us a lot more throughput through the machine when it comes to those inclement areas. The other thing that we looked at when we made changes to the Joker RT was, and again, getting back to making it a more agile machine, is what other conditions could we run this machine in? What other applications could we run this machine in? And if you notice here, if you guys can come up a little bit closer, or even after the presentation, you'll notice that there's 4 different blades over here on the right-hand side of the machine. So today, we'll still use the 20-inch notch blade that we have had in the Joker RT. The bearings are the same, the blades are going to be the same, but we also have another blade option. Still today, in a lot of different market areas, there's still a big demand out there for what we would call wavy coulter vertical tillage. And some of the things that we see with wavy coulter vertical tillage today is we still are going out in the fields, we're chopping up stalks, we're leaving a lot of fodder on top of the ground, and as we all see, depending on the falls that we have, and especially the springs, we see a lot of ditches that are full of corn stalks that blow off the fields because it's not secured. With Joker now, the new Vortex wavy coulter blade that you guys see here, it's actually a concave wavy blade. So we're going through the soil, we can go down to very shallow depths, inch, inch and a half, 2 inches, very shallow depths, maintaining that working action, that thorough horizontal fracture across the machine, chopping up that residue, getting it lightly incorporated, but then also having the depth control of the finishing system in the back to maintain precise depth and also securing that residue. So at the end of the day, the best of both worlds, being able to go in and have the vertical tillage action, but also to preserve that residue and to secure that residue in the field from blowing off. The other thing that you'll notice too is quite a bit of a change in the arm design on the Joker. We've increased the arm length here up close to 60%. We've also increased the front to back depth here around 10%, so increasing a little bit of the throughput through the machine. And as we started looking at different blade options and making things more agile and getting into more market areas, we did a lot of extensive testing out there on different arm concepts. And one of the things that we, again, said at the very beginning of the presentation that we wanted to achieve from a high-level working action was to maintain that superior working action that Joker RT is known for. So with that, the blade angles on both the front and the rear of the machine stay at a 17-degree angle. That way we can pull the machine straight in the field, we can get a good thorough horizontal fracture, and we're able to get that thorough tilt as it goes across the machine. To increase the throughput through the machine, we actually made these arms longer, and through a process we've gone now to mounting these blades on what we call a mono arm. So when we look at the arms today, they've changed quite a bit, where we have 1 blade per arm with a different arm profile. One of the things that we had seen, though, in looking at other concepts that were out there in the marketplace, was how unstable a lot of the arms are that we see out there in competitive machines today when it comes to how the arms are mounted and how the working action is in the field. One of the things, if you guys want to take a look here a little bit later on, we'll have a display stand for it, but to show you that with the new clamp design that we use, the new rubber compound that we use for the rubber torsion bars, that we're able to maintain a consistent blade angle engagement as we go through the field. So not only do we have the 17-degree up front, the 17-degree angle in the back, we also can maintain that blade angle as we're going through the field in different conditions, maintaining that superior working quality that we've had in the previous Joker RTs. A couple other things that I want to mention on the new Joker RX. Moving forward here into production, all Joker RX units will be built as manual depth control. So you have your crank system up here up front, the shims up on top of the cylinder here. Coming in the spring, though, we will also have the option for an app-based electronic depth control system that can be added to any of these machines. So if I'm in the field and I get a manual machine and I want to convert it over to electronic, it's a very, very simple option that you'll run from the iPhone that you've got in your pocket. So it'll be a very, very slick system that you'll have there. As we move forward into the production of Joker RX here coming up in November, we'll be launching a new series of model sizes to go along with this new launch of product. We'll start out with the RX20, like what you see here. We'll have an RX25, RX30, RX35, also an RX35 low profile for transport height, and then an RX40 that will be completing out the range. One other thing that I wanted to talk about here as well from the agility standpoint on the backpackers is we've talked a little bit about the ring flex finishing system that we have here on the back. We will also have another option for a finishing system called Opti-Roll that'll be coming out here in the spring. Opti-Roll is a unique solid roller that we've come up with that features a poly sleeve in the middle using rubber rings around it. So I know today a lot of competitors use a solid rubber roller, but the advantage to using the poly in the middle, having that poly sleeve with the rubber rings around it, is we're able to clean that roller a lot better in more inclement conditions, especially when we get into mud and we get into areas like that. So with that, again, talking about the new Joker RX, if you have any questions, please contact one of our guys here in the Horsch area, the Butler booth, or any of the Butler team. Again, taking a very high profile look at this machine and creating a more agile platform and being able to maintain that superior working quality that we've had in Joker RT. It's exciting to see this product come to light. It's been a long time in the making, but we're going to have a lot of fun with this machine come spring. So if you're interested in this, get a hold of your Butler guys, and we will see you in the field in spring 2021. Thanks.